What's up? Mother Elaine got me on lockdown today. Won't let me go anywhere. Normally I buck and leave, but I felt Cosmos telling me it was just the energy I was feeling. They said you better stay your butt at home. I ain't like it, but I'm running chores for my mother today. I'm doing chores for my mother today. She was gone for a couple of weeks. You know, I used to treat her bad. We had a bad relationship, and it used to hurt me. No one could ever really make me mad like my mother, except for it was a group of people, that group of brothers, that I really liked. They were the only ones that could get me mad like my mother could, because I had so much love for her. I still do, you know what I'm saying? Because they taught me too, and I know they with me. But it's like, a brother I'm close with, a guy I'm close with, him and his mother, they, their relationship is analogous to me and my mother's relationship. And I was talking to his mother one day, and we were just having a talk. I put it like that, nobody's business need to be put out there. And so, what just transpired over the past couple of weeks was me and my mother were separated. Now, when you're separated from someone, you realize how much you love them, And I always had a feeling that my mother would be back, but no one would tell me where my mother was, And I was worried. Although I was doing me, I was still worried, And I had still been a little lazy, but I got up and I finally cleaned around her house like she has been wanting me to, And really, I'm expected to stay and care for my mother, because when your parents are in old age, you are supposed to care for them. That is what I was taught. Just like they cared for you when you were young. They cared for you, they cared for you. They brought you up, and when they get in old age and they can't defend for themselves, that is when you defend for them. That's what I was taught. And I knew better. Yeah, I still wanted to roam, because I felt like I just wasn't having enough fun. But when my mother was taken away from me for a couple of weeks, things changed, And I just want to say, cherish the moments you have with your family, because you never know. No one makes the call but the Most High. And the Most High will make the call at any moment, and then you will have regret. And one thing I learned on my walk is that when all is said and done, the only people you have is your family. That's all that you have. People will shut you down, ask you what you got, this and that and that, I don't have anything. I was made not have anything. My grandmother in Florida, I believe they could have sent me some money. They would have sent me some money. I know they would have. My paternal family, I know they would have. But the moment my granny said, you still partying, you want to party, granny ain't sending me no money. I know she ain't, and I'm struggling, and I'm going through my issues, and like I said, I probably won't ever have a standard job anymore, but I don't need one because I can build. And I was taught that by my spiritual family. When all is said and done, only thing you got is family. They gonna love you, they gonna look out for you, they gonna support you, but they gonna be hard on you. Sometimes when you really want something and you haven't been putting forth effort, they ain't gonna give it to you when they normally give it to you. You know, and that goes on. It doesn't matter what color, it doesn't matter race. You know, I learned that by dealing with. I called him a man and his wife. You know what I'm saying? Down in South Augusta. You know, you gotta put forth effort. Show that you're trying. You know, respect people. Watch your language. Watch your tone when you say things. Because people may take it a different way. You know, when I speak, I've said some things that people may have considered racist, but it wasn't racist. What it was I was just defending the black community. I was just saying, like, I was trying to shed light on how they're not that bad. You know, we you know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, we're not that bad, you know. And as people say, and I offend them, you know. And some people may, but the way I do it, the way I speak, you know, the way I used to speak, the way I was speaking, you know, it was offensive, and I had to learn from that. You know, no matter how people feel, you know, some black people might not like it, some white people might not like it. It doesn't matter as long as the right people like it. That's all that matters. As long as the right people like it, you know. And I have many people in my life that are the right people, but I tend to surround myself with the wrong people. If that makes sense to you. So when it's all said and done, when your family has had enough, you know, when your elders have had enough, when they start coming down, when your elders have to come down because your peers can't get you when your peers can't get you in control, so your elders have to come down. When the elders come down, they're gonna force you to. They're gonna force the issue, and you're gonna do it. You're gonna do it. I respect for your elders. Why? Because it's all love. You know, they had to respect, you gotta respect. Bring you in this world, they'll take you out. And when I make this video, I talk to myself. I teach myself. And I was taught that by a very good friend that I consider my sister. You know. What I wish is for people just to be blessed, man, because you can't save the world. You cannot save the world. You can't save everybody. You got to do what's best for you and your family. People may not like it. Okay, shut them off. You got to do what's best for you and your family. Because as a man, you know, you got to put forth the effort. You cannot let that lady, that's what I was writing earlier, you cannot let the woman be the breadwinner and then turn around and say a woman was put here to serve, but she the breadwinner. If she gonna serve you, you got to be the breadwinner. I got a good friend, man. I wish I could see her again. You know, I hear her circumstances. You know, I was joking with her one time because she called herself the breadwinner. I said, you the breadwinner for now, but I wasn't putting forth the effort either. But if I put forth the effort, if I did what I knew I could do, then I would have been a breadwinner. And when I say that females don't have my back, I slightly misspoke. I slightly misspoke. It was an error. You know, I was wrong. Because if anybody has had my back in Augusta, it has not been the men. It has always been the females. I'm talking about the lowest of the low. Well, what society consider the lowest of the lows of females. The back page girls. That's what I call them, the back page girls. They taught me more. They taught me more than any other man taught me in Augusta. It's the woman. That's why I always say that it's the woman. And I got that from a mentor. It's the woman. No matter what color, it's the woman. You know? So there's some changes being made, and I hope a lot of people are making changes in their life too. Because there will come a time where some people might have to change. You know, where you may not get any choices. You know, I remember there was, I wrote one of my documents. I'm gonna call them essays. One of my essays, even though they weren't traditional essays, I'm still gonna call them essays because I wrote them, or papers or whatever. Was called Choices. I wrote Choices, and I wrote Choices Part 2. Until I realized that in some circumstances, you don't have a choice. You have a choice. Superficially, you have a choice. But in deep reality, there's only one option. You don't have a choice. And with that, I will end this video. Be blessed. Love the Most High. Respect the Most High. Do not depend on man. Too many people depend on man. A lot of females that taught me depended on man when they had everything within. And I'm looking at them, motivating them, letting them know that you got everything within in so many words, but not knowing that I too had everything within. And anybody watches this video, you too, you have everything within. So seek what is within. Be dutiful to your elders and your parents. I always said the word directed to the right. You know how to put that in there. And reverence the wounds that bore you. You got to reverence that woman. You know what I'm saying? That woman is what bore you. You got to reverence that woman. And as much as I said that the woman didn't have my back, you know why the women, why I felt like the women I started dealing with didn't have my back? It's not because of who they were or anything, because they're still a woman. It's because of the things that I was saying, the way I was thinking. I was saying they didn't have my back. So if you tell me I don't have your back, and I know I got your back, because I know what you may have done for me that many people don't do. I don't care. I could grow up with someone, and or I could be in a partnership with someone, and I could love that person dearly, but they may not do for me what someone else did. Hence, when I stuck my neck out there and motherfuckers calling me a scapegoat, you know, when I spoke good for the girls that society considers at the bottom, you know, the whores or whatever, you know, those girls had my back, you know, until I started saying that they didn't have my back. When I started saying that they didn't have my back, that's when they didn't have my back. But them girls had my back. And I'm gonna tell y'all something, and I'm gonna be straight up. Now, I'm not saying all the girls are the same, but if you think those girls really don't have my back, then you can try it. And when your girl turn against you, to the men, when your girlfriend, God, I'm single, when your girlfriend turns against you in favor of me, not because we're intimate or sexually involved, but because she has an interest in me because I spoke good for her in a manner that you wouldn't speak good for her, then don't get mad at me and don't get mad at her. Because if she got my back, I got hers. If that makes sense to you. Because I just went in jail the other week for having a girl back. If she got mine, I go all the way. Be blessed.